Hart Trophy nominees, a suspension, and some injury updates. Hello everyone, it's Brenton from It's a Hockey Night going through the news of today, the 21st of July. So let's just jump straight in. Hart nominees are out. This looks a lot like the Ted Lindsay Award nominees, but that's fine. You got MacKinnon, Draisaitl, and Panarin. They are your nominees, and let's face it. We kind of know where this is going. This is Draisaitl's award. This is 100% his award. It's going to be a little bit different for the Ted Lindsay. I feel like that's a bit closer, but MVP for his team. The guy killed penalties. He did everything. So yeah. Also, I was very happy to see that Panarin was actually nominated, because there was a bit of oh no, I don't know if he'll get there. That dude was very important to his team, and MacKinnon was 40 points ahead of the next scorer on the Avalanche. So it's three really good players that have been nominated for the award, but I think it's Draisaitl's. No big surprise there, but yeah, I'm happy with that. No, I'm happy if Draisaitl wins it. I don't think he'll win it very often. He'll probably get taken out by that whole McDavid guy on his team. So yeah, it's nice to see one of the better players in the league get rewarded for an amazing season. Berube confirms that Bouwmeester won't be playing in the play-in rounds or any further part in this season. No real shock there, obviously, with everything that happened with him. So yeah, no real surprise. I don't even think we'll ever see him back again, to be honest. It would be a great story if he was able to come back even for one game. I feel like that would be a great story, but there's just way too much health problems, and you can just imagine trying to get insurance, and that for him would have just been a nightmare. So yeah, they definitely quashed that. Max Domi, however, is practicing. He had an interview on why he took a bit of time, and it was really just to make sure that everything was all fine before he sort of came across. But that's good. Obviously, whether he'll get through the next hurdle, which is going to the actual NHL doctors and them allowing him to play, I think they will. But yeah, so it's just good to see him out there, and both the Montreal Canadiens and himself taking a good approach to this, a smart approach. Obviously, he's type 1 diabetic, so you just don't want to play around with that. But it would be nice to see him out there, playing. Some small other injury news. Crosby right now, his injury is just precautionary. So I just wanted to mention that, because obviously there's been a lot of talk about his injury and how he left the scrimmage game. It's literally just precautionary. So I would expect him to be lining up against the Flyers, if not the first game against Montreal. So I think that's all fine. It's obviously, you just, if there's a little bit of a niggle there, you don't want to risk it right now, especially because he will probably be one of the difference makers against that series. I have a feeling Penguins are definitely the heavy favourites going in, even though there's a little bit of Price might be able to steal it, but I just feel like that lineup is way too strong up against that Montreal lineup. Carter Hart has left practice with an injury as well, so keep an eye on that one. More details to follow. I'm not really going to cover every injury, just obviously the bigger ones, or the ones that seem to be not COVID kind of. He's just not participating at the moment. So yeah, he left training. A few Flyers journalists are saying it's an injury, so that's interesting. Tuukka Rask has also been training this far with a broken finger that he did during box jumps, so I'm assuming he stacked it too high. I don't know, but how do you break your finger doing box jumps? Yeah, he must have fallen over and landed on it or something, but it's just not the thing that I would expect you to injure yourself in box jumps, but that's alright. So he's been battling through, kind of explains why he's been in and out of the lineup. A fair few people were excluded from the Boston lineup last Saturday. They all seem to be training again. So again, I don't really cover that sort of stuff until you kind of get a little bit closer to phase 3 and they're inside the bubble. Then if people are missing, then they're going to miss games, so it's a bit more reportable. In other news, Sorokin and Romanov are heading off to Toronto. They can't play, but they can get involved in the training camps and obviously all the training sessions and everything. So they're off there now, so they'll probably have to sit for 2 weeks just during their quarantine, but it'll be cool to see them on the ice It just seems weird because, like, in 2 weeks' time, like, those teams could be eliminated. So I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, you never know, I guess. Suspension. Brendan Lemieux has been suspended for 2 games for interference, high head hit, however you want to call it, really. I'm going to do a video breakdown on this later today, or be tomorrow morning for you guys, of what I think it is when it comes to his suspension. I think he got a pretty light, like I think it was a regular season, it would be more than 2 games, but because obviously a lot of time has passed, because this hit was done March the 11th, so obviously, yeah, a fair bit of time between now and then, but it was a head hit, it was very late. When you look at it live, it doesn't look as bad, like it kind of looks like they've just crossed paths and they've just hit each other, but then in the slow-mo, it doesn't look good. Like it really, like he's definitely braced and he's hit him with his shoulder in the head. And he's been suspended before, so this is not ideal. So I think 2 games is very lucky. I think it's probably warranted for, yeah, maybe 5 regular season games, and that translates to 2 playoff games, I guess. But I don't know. I was kind of expecting 3 here, but you know, that could be the whole series then at that point, and then yeah, going on. He can play the exhibition game, but because obviously that's just a warm-up game to get players right for this and prevent injuries. So yeah, so he can play the exhibition game, just can't play the the first 2 playing games, and then yeah, so he'll at least get to play 1. Anyway, guys, that is the whole video. If you did like this video, hit the like button. Otherwise, hit subscribe. That really does help us out. Trust me, the subscribe thing really makes my day. We just hit 82 today, so we're slowly. I mean, at the start of this month, we're like 60. I think 65. So I know it's not crazy, but it's crazy to me that like people subscribe to this thing. So it really does make my day. In my Bruins jersey, just because obviously Rask. I've got some more jerseys coming, so with those jerseys, as I get new jerseys, I'll kind of do like a whole team breakdown of the team and make a few videos about them. So yeah, so look out for them. That's probably next week. I would say those jerseys will come, and I've already got some videos in mind. But one of those jerseys is going to be sick. And add to the collection. So slowly building it up. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. See you and bye.